Hello and welcome back to Cox Community Connection. As you can see, we've made our way to our Pensacola studio to talk about a few events taking place in downtown Pensacola. The first of which that we're going to talk about is the EggFest. It's the second year for the EggFest, so we're welcoming them back to the show again this year. Joining me is Gerald Hall and Lisa Long. They are here representing the EggFest. Thank you both so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So let's talk about the EggFest overall, as in the purpose of it.
Okay.
What is the EggFest for, Lisa, and who does it benefit?
Okay, so the purpose of the EggFest is really to fund a very important charity or nonprofit organization in Pensacola, and that is Chain Reaction. And Chain Reaction is a teen leadership institute. And so what that really means is it's a teen-empowered and teen-led volunteer center. And so they're learning skill sets such as how to write a resume, how to interview for a job, how to prep for college, how to volunteer in the community. And so what we know is that when we pour into these teens and we invest in them in their teen years, that when they come back to Pensacola after learning the skill set at Chain Reaction and then going to college, they become productive citizens of our community and they give back. So,
Are there any requirements for these students? If maybe a parent at home is watching right now and they might want to get their son or daughter
Sure.
involved, how do they do
Well,
that?
they definitely want to go to our website, mychainreaction.org, and they can find out all kinds of information as to what the benefits are of Chain Reaction and being involved, and how a parent would enroll their teen student.
Okay, as we said, the EggFest is to benefit Chain
Yes.
Reaction, a great program that we
Yes.
have here in Pensacola. And so, Gerald, let's talk a little bit about EggFest. First, let's kind of get the overview of when it is, the location, and how people can get tickets.
Absolutely. The event is November 15th at Blue Wahoo Stadium. So we're going to be inside the stadium, just like last year. There'll be between 60 and 70 big green eggs lit up and cooking. And you can participate in a couple of ways. If you want to cook and compete at the EggFest, you can sign up online. It's PensacolaEggFest.com. We provide you with the big green egg. You don't have to bring yours down. We have several people last year who didn't even own big green eggs but wanted to use them. So we have 4-person cook teams that are still available. If you just want to come down and taste all the delicious food, and I highly recommend it, because last year we had everything from paella and salmon and oysters to pulled pork and briskets. It was just
Jalapenos, it was
stuffed
excellent
jalapenos,
food.
everything
Yes.
under the sun. And you can just purchase a ticket for $25 and come down and spend the day tasting.
Yeah, it's not just barbecue. Like you said, you get a little bit of everything. So, and let's talk a little bit more about last year. When people came down, what did they see? What did they get to sample? Like you mentioned a few things already. Yeah. What other events did you have, and what can people expect for this year's event?
We've already have the teams, some of the teams from last year have been having menu meetings already, because they really get into
ready.
It's very competitive.
If you know if you know us eggheads, we really take our grilling and cooking seriously. So last year, if you can imagine, from third base and beyond into left field, and first base down into right field, big green eggs lit up and smoking and grilling the entire length of the baseball field. We had over 1,000 people show up, and again, everything from David Bear and Ali Lovato made beef ribs and oysters. Ryan and Susan Hattler made smoked salmon. We had smoked meatloaf, which I had not had before. We had desserts, venison. If you can imagine it, we had folks bringing out seafood, jambalaya.
Would you say a good description would be just it's a barbecue party?
Yeah.
And everybody's
sounds like
invited.
But you said you still have room for people if somebody wants to sign up?
Correct. We will cap it at 60 teams. We
Okay.
have 32 already signed up as of the time we're filming this. And we will cap our tickets probably at about 1,500, so they're going quick.
Now, is there a competition? Is there? Did you guys have judges down there?
We will have we have a judges category, so we give away first, second, and third in the judging category, and we also have a People's Choice category, so that you get to vote. You know, the participants that are there tasting get to interact in the event and pick their favorite.
Sure. And Lisa, I think we have a special judge coming this year, don't we? Tell
Yes.
us a little bit about that.
His name is Big Mo Kaysen, and he is quite a celebrity in the barbecue world. He was a contestant on the Learning Channel's one of their shows called
Pitmasters.
Pitmasters,
Pitmasters,
and he
that's right,
just
thank you.
recently completed being a judge on Destination America. And so he not only is he a great chef as far as cooking in the barbecue circuit, he also has his own line of sauces that he sells, and so he has this incredible following. And he's this large man who is full of happiness and smoking cigars and just wants to serve a good meal to his friends. And so he's going to be at the EggFest. He's going to actually come into Pensacola a little bit early and have a good time at So Gourmet doing a cooking demonstration, and then he will be over at the Wahoo Stadium being a judge, and he'll also be available for autographs. And
good. I was going to ask if people were going to have an opportunity. Great.
You'll definitely want to meet him and get your picture taken with him.
Perfect. So Gerald, we're getting close out of town. We got about 30 seconds left. If you could please give me the date, location, and how people can get tickets or sign up to be a team.
Absolutely. All the information can be found on PensacolaEggFest.com. The event's November 15th. We're going to be inside Blue Wahoo Stadium. You can participate as a cook, and you can sign up at PensacolaEggFest.com, or you can purchase tickets online at PensacolaEggFest.com, or go to any of the Penn Air credit union stations here in Escambia County.
Perfect. Gerald, Lisa, thank you both so much for being my guests today. I appreciate it, and good luck with this year's event.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll talk about the Great Gulf Coast Arts Festival in downtown Pensacola.